Good morning, class. In this video today we are going to learn about the distribution of major rivers. Now in the previous class we learnt about what rivers are and their three courses, the upper course, the middle course and the lower course. And the diagram which is given on page number 39 has defined it very well. You need to learn it. In the previous class also I told you that please keep this picture in mind, so it will become very easy for you to understand everything. Now let us see the distribution of major rivers of the world. Open up to page number 40. There are many important river systems in the world. Since the dawn of civilization, river basins have been the most populated as well as developed regions worldwide. Few important river basins are discussed here. Now, most populated and developed. Why? Because all living beings need water for survival. Human beings especially need water for drinking, cooking, bathing, hygienic purposes, for irrigation, for rearing of cattle or any domesticated animal itself. So, therefore, these river basins are populated and highly developed regions. Now first we are going to learn about river Mackenzie. Underline, it is the second longest river system after the Missouri river system in North America. It is about 4,241 kilometers. Underline, originates in the Great Slave Lake and drains into the Beaufort Sea. It remains almost frozen between December and March. It is an important source of water for the industries that developed along its upper course. So please underline all that. Each and every line over here is important. Transporting softwood logs and the ultimate dumping ground of the industrial affluents are its prime uses. So when we are talking about the ultimate dumping ground of the industrial affluents are toxic waste. Then we are talking in the river being used negatively. Otherwise, transporting softwood logs is that trees are chopped into a number of logs, different sizes of logs, and then they are floated into the river to a lower gradient where they are used for, further making furniture and whatever use they might come into. Now look at this entire thing over here, river Mackenzie. It passes through it is in North America and it is in Canada. Now USA is this side, this is the border, it is in Canada. Now river St. Lawrence. River St. Lawrence, underline, is one of the longest rivers in North America. It is approximately 1,220 kilometers long and drains the Great Lake region of the continent. It is considered as the geographical boundary between Ontario City of Canada and the New York City of the USA. Ultimately, it drains into the Atlantic Ocean. So underline each and everything, children. Everything is important over here. That it is 1,220 kilometers long and drains the Great Lake region. Great Lake region, remember we learnt about the 5 Great Lakes, large lakes of North America. So I'll show you again so you will quickly remember what we learnt about the different. These are the Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Michigan, Erie and Ontario. So it drains the Great Lake region of the continent. Now let us see the river Mississippi. It is the longest river system of North America along with the river Missouri. See, Missouri is here, Mississippi is here. It originates from Lake Itasca and flows into the Gulf of Mexico. See, Gulf of Mexico is here and it is originating somewhere here. Now, underline all that. And flows into the Gulf of Mexico with an approximate length of 5,970 kilometers. It drains the famous prairie grasslands of the continent and adds value to the commercial grain farming, dairy farming and cattle rearing of that region. Now in class 5 you must have learnt about the different grasslands of the world. So you know that in North America we have the prairies, and it is also, the prairies are also called the wheat bowls of the world. So it adds value to the commercial grain farming. Now because it is a grassland, so where the wheat cannot be grown on a huge level, we are talking about large scale farming, then the land where it is slightly elevated or broken in elevations, then what is done over there? Cattle rearing is taken up over there. So the cattle is used for dairy as well as for meat product. Underline all that, children. It is also a very useful mode of transportation for the agro-based raw materials across the region to the ports and markets. Now, see children, why the ports and markets over here? Because when we are talking about this entire region, we are talking about the prairie grasslands. So, whatever the wheat that is being harvested over here or any other agricultural product, the river Mississippi provides the route from where the raw product is taken to the factories is with the help on the river Mississippi itself. They do not take any road routes. The inland river system is used for transportation of goods. Now, underline, commercially river Mississippi is very valuable. Most of the agriculture trade is carried out through this river. It is also rich in aquatic life. Nearly 145 species of amphibians and 50 species of mammals are found in this river basin. The marshes and floodplain of the river has rich biodiversity of flora and fauna. So just underline a few things. Rich biodiversity of flora and fauna, marshes and floodplain you underline. Amphibians and mammals, aquatic life, what all are there? Amphibians and mammals, no need to say how many species, nobody is going to ask you that. But this is very important, that agricultural trade is carried out through the river. Now see, take a quick look over here, Gulf of Mexico here, USA. Now, coming to, first of all, let us see what are they telling us, and do you know? 1811, the flow of river Mississippi was reversed, meaning to say, maybe it was the way first it is draining over here in Gulf of Mexico. I'll have to check up this again. So now it is draining into the Gulf of Mexico, but before one of the most powerful earthquakes, it was draining elsewhere. Now river Amazon. River Amazon with all its tributaries and distributaries forms the largest river system of the world. So underline that. It is the most important river in South America. Underline important river in South America. Originates, underline, in the Andes mountain in Peru and drains into the Atlantic Ocean. Underline all that. It is the second longest river in the world after river Nile. Underline that. With the length of 6,400 kilometers. Now, Amazon basin covers almost all countries of the northern part of the continent. That includes Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. The Amazon basin is famous for its dark, dense, and damp evergreen rainforest. So, it is famous for its rainforest where sunlight hardly penetrates the lower reaches of the forest or the surface of the earth. The wide range of flora and fauna of the forest is the rich source of forest products such as hardwood, gum, resin, cinchona, and fruits. So underline this, children. The river channels are navigable and rich with aquatic life. So the river channels are navigable, meaning to say boats can easily, transportation of goods and human beings is easily possible in the Amazon river. Now we talk about, see, Amazon basin over here. They have not marked, this is a physical map, they have not marked the countries over here as yet, but you can see the entire network of the Amazon river. Now let us quickly see the river Nile. It is the longest river of the world. Underline that, children. This you must already know, with a length of approximately 6,695 kilometers. Most important, underline two tributaries as the White Nile and Blue Nile join together near the capital of Sudan to form the longest river system of the world. So underline that. The longer tributary, the White Nile, has its source in Lake Victoria of Uganda through the Ripon Falls. So please underline this. The Blue Nile has its source in Lake Tana in Ethiopia and flows to Sudan to meet its sister, the White Nile. Underline this also, children. Now together they flow as Nile through a well-defined delta. It flows, where does it drain? Into the Mediterranean Sea. Deltaic region of the river is densely populated since the time of Egyptian civilization. So you see over here the White Nile, you see the Blue Nile, how they come here and they meet at the capital of Sudan, and then they form the river Nile, and it is draining into the Mediterranean Sea. Now underline, the river is considered as the lifeline of the Saharan countries of Ethiopia, Uganda, South Sudan, Sudan and Egypt. Saharan countries which lie between the region of the Sahara Desert. The fertile and narrow river banks are intensively cultivated. A lot of cultivation takes place over there. Water is used for irrigation, source of drinking water and transportation as well. Huge ships can easily ply on the river Nile. So in this video we'll just study till river Nile. I want you to go give a thorough reading to all the rivers that we have learnt about today. River Mackenzie, river St. Lawrence, river Mississippi, river Amazon and the river Nile. Anything which you have not understood, we'll take it up again in the class when the school reopens. Thank you. Stay safe.